This video has two sections. In the first section, we are going to talk about multiplication by numbers from 12 to 19. Okay, so let's say you have a number 236 and you got to multiply it by 12, right? So just like we did for 11, what we will do is we will write 236 and we will give two dots, one on either side, right? So these dots are supposed to be zeros, right? Now multiplying by 1 to 12, what we are going to do is we are going to pick them up in pairs from the right hand side, right? So 6 and 0, that's my first pair, and this is going to give me my units digit of the result. But how I'm going to find that is I'm going to do 2 times the digit on the left plus the digit on the right? So I have 6 and 0 here, the dot represents a 0. So my units digit is going to be, it's going to come from 2 times 6 plus 0, right? So I get 12. So in my answer, I'm going to write it. So my units digit is 2, but since 1 is going to get carried over, I'm going to write 1 here. Now I'll pick the next pair. So the next pair is 3 and 6. So I do the same thing. 2 times the first digit, 2 times the first digit plus the second digit. So I get 6 plus 6, 12 again, right? So when I bring 12 here, there's already 1 carried over from the previous computation. So I get a 13 here and I write a 3 here and then I carry 1 over again. Now the next pair is 2 and 3. So I do a 2 times 2 plus 3. So I get a 4 plus 3, 7, right? I bring my 7 here and there's already 1 waiting. So I add 7 and 1, I get 8, nothing to carry over. The last pair is 0 and 2, right? So I do the same thing, 2 times 0 plus 2. So I get a 2 and nothing waiting here, so 2. So my answer is 2832, right? So exactly same methodology can be followed if I were to multiply any number with another number which is between let's say 11 and 20, right? Let's multiply 236 with 19. Now in this case, all that changes is I had 1 and 2, right? I had 12 made up of digits 1 and 2. So I was using 2 and then I was using 1 times the first digit. Now for 19, I'm going to do the same methodology. The only difference being I'm going to use a 9 here instead of 2. Okay, so I'll write 236 here. Then I use my dots, 1 dot on each side, right? Which again, as I said, are going to represent zeros for me. So the first digit I'm going to get, the first digit on the right hand side, I'm going to get using 6 and 0. And the way I'm going to use 6 and 0 is I'll multiply 6 with 9, right? 19 ends in a 9. So 9 into 6 plus 0 gives me 54, right? So I'm going to write 4 here as my units digit, carried 5 to the next. Now the next pair is 3, 6. So I'm going to do a 9 times 3 plus 6. I'm going to get 27 plus 6, 31, 33, right? So 9, 3, the 27 plus 6, 33. So I'm going to bring my 33 here, but there's already a 5 waiting, right? So 33 plus 5 is 38. I'm going to write an 8 here and carry 3 over, right? So the next pair is 2 and 3. So I do the same thing here, 9 times 2 plus 3. So I get 9 to the 18 plus 3, 21, right? So I bring 21 here, but there's already a 3 here. So 21 plus 3, 24. I write 4 and carry 2 over. The last pair is 0 and 2, right? So 0 and 2 becomes 9 times 0 plus 2. So this is 0 plus 2, 2. And I bring 2 here. There's already a 2 carried over from the previous competition. 2 plus 2, 4. My answer is 4,484. Right? So this I can do with all the numbers between 12 and 19, right? So let's say if it were 247 multiplied by 17, I would be doing the same pair business with 7 times the digit on the left hand side plus the digit on the right hand side. So I'll do the same methodology. The only thing that changes, instead of using 2 here when I was multiplying with 12, I was using 9 here when I was multiplying by 19. I'm going to use a 7 here when I multiply by 17, right? So this is our multiplication by numbers between 12 and 19. Now, if let's say I were to extend this this same computation methodology to numbers which look something like this. So I got to multiply by numbers which look like 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 something and then 2, right? So what do I do? So I do a 236 multiplied by 112, just like I did for 111 when I was multiplying in the previous video, in which I was multiplying by 111 instead of 11. What I was doing was I was bringing in 2 dots, right? So that's exactly what I'm going to do here. So 236 and 2 dots both sides. Dots again representing 0, right? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take 3 digits instead of 2. I was doing 2 here because there was 1, 2. I'm going to do 3 here because the number looks like 1, 1, 2. There are 3 digits, right? So what I'm going to do is, so my first computation of my units digit of this result is going to be 2 times 6 plus 1 times 0 plus 1 times 0 gives me a 12. So I get my first digit here. But this is 12. I carry 1 over and I pick the next set of 3. The next set of 3 is 3, 6 and 0. So I do 2 times 3 plus 6 plus 0. It gives me 6 plus 6, 12. Right? So I bring 12 here, but there's already 1 waiting. So 12 plus 1, 13. I write a 3, carry 1 over. Right? So the next computation is going to be 2, 3 and 6. Okay? So 2, 3 and 6 is the next set that I'll pick. So I'll do a 2 times 2 plus 3 plus 6 gives me 4 and 3, 7 and 6, 13. So I bring 13 here, but there's already 1 which is carried over from the previous computation. It becomes 14. I write a 4 here and then carry 1 over, right? So the next set of 3 is 0, 2, 3. Okay, so you notice that I keep moving 1 digit left, right? So I pick 0, 2 and 3. So I do a 2 times 0 plus 2 plus 3. So I get 0 plus 2 plus 3, 5. So when I bring 5 here, there's already 1 waiting. So 5 and 1 becomes 6, nothing to carry over. The last set I'm going to pick is these 3, 0, 0 and 2. So I do a 2 times 0 plus 0 plus 2. So I get 2, nothing carried over, 2. So my answer is 26,432, right? So this is how I'm going to do my multiplication by numbers which have 1, 1, 1, 1 and so on, and in the end we have either 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 until 9, right? So let's take another case study. Let's multiply this number by let's say 1114, right? So let's see how this one goes. So 236 multiplied by 1114, right? So because there are 4 digits, I'm going to add 3 zeros on either side, right? So I'm just going to make this a bit smaller. 2, 3, 6, 3 zeros on this side, 3 zeros on this side, and we start. But like it was 2 here, the first the leftmost digit being multiplied by 2, because there was a 2 here. Now the leftmost digit is going to be multiplied by 4, and obviously because there are 4 digits in this this number that we are multiplying, we are going to pick them in 4s. So we have the units digit will be given by the computation 4 times 6 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, which gives me 24. So I write a 4 here, right? Then the set of next 4 digits is 3, 6, 0 and 0, right? So we have 4 times 3 plus 6 plus 0 plus 0. I get 12 and 6, 18, right? There was no carryover. Oh, there was actually. So this 24, I wrote 4 here. There is a 2 that needs to be carried over. Now 3, 6, 0, 0. I got 4 times 3 plus 6 plus 0 plus 0 gives me 4, 3 the 12 plus 6, 18. I bring 18 here. There's already 2 waiting, so it becomes 20. I write a 0 and I carry 2 over. The next computation is 2, 3, 6, 0, the next set, right? So 4 times 2 plus 3 plus 6 plus 0. This gives me 8. 8 and 3, 11 and 6, 17, which I bring here, but there's 2 waiting. Carried from the previous computation, it becomes 19. I write 9, carry 1 over, right? The next set of 4 is 0, 2, 3, 6, right? So I do 4 times 0 plus 2 plus 3 plus 6, I get 9 into 11. 1 already waiting, so I write a 2, I carry 1. The next set of computation is 0, 0, 2, 3, these 4, right? So 0, 0, 2, 3. Then this becomes 4 times 0 plus 0 plus 2 plus 3, I get a 5. I bring this here, there's 1 here already, and it becomes 6. The last set of 4 is 0, 0, 0, 2. 0, 0, 0, 2, right? So this is my last set. So I get a 4 times 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2, which is 2, right? So this is 2. So my answer is 236 times 1114 is 262,904, right? So if let's say this number were 1117, let's say I were multiplying this with 1117, then this would have been 7 instead of 4 in all these computations.